Y'all interviewing me right now. So now you got to start over.
Okay.
Y'all interview.
Okay. Start with your name.
Yeah, start with your name. How many years you were gone, and how many years you've been out.
Yeah.
Some of the challenges you faced.
Okay.
Some of the accomplishments you
My name is Lejon Reese, or you can call me Fahim. And Fahim is my Muslim name. I became Muslim while I was incarcerated. And I did 30 years and 10 months. I had a first-degree murder. I did living a fast life, the addicted street life, and selling drugs, and so when you take on those destructive characteristics, it leads you astray. What I mean by going astray, it leads you down the wrong path of now listening to your mother, now listening to your grandmother, or those in your family who was giving you right guidance. I don't say my dad because my dad was living a fast street life, right? And so he wasn't in my life from age 9 to right now. I respect my dad, I love my dad, but I haven't seen him since then. And so a lot of the challenges of incarceration is being able to really have an insight and an understanding of who you are as a human being, because we take on so many different traits and characteristics of the unknown. I want to be a drug dealer. I want to be the pimp, the player, the hustler. Those different characteristics when I took on in the street life. I want to be those things instead of growing up and say, hey, you good in baseball. Stick to baseball, stick to football, stay in school. And so those things that I didn't do, what I should have said yes to, I said no to. The things I said yes to, I should have said no to. So basically, it's always a flip side to everything we do in life. It's a good and a bad, a negative and a positive. So now being here at age 51, I'm able to understand who I am now as a man, as a human being, and what direction I want to go in life. So once I came home, September the 13th, 2018, and being in a transition home, I came to Rising Sun in October. Rising Sun helped me for those 2.5 months because I always wanted to be in the building trades. I wanted to be an iron worker. But did I become an iron worker? No, I went to the labor force. Went into the union in January 2019. Once I was in there, I started working in CMC traffic control, went to Eco Bay, started working on the Chase Center. I did 3 big projects: the Uni Project, Chase Center, as well as the Brooklyn Basin Project.
And that was only 3 months home. Well, no.
That was 6 months. Well, actually, no, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I started working. I came home in September.
Yeah.
I was working January 9th.
Mm-hmm.
I was working.
That wasn't even 3 months.
So I got a question for you.
Yes.
So how old were you when you were booked? Or just when you went to jail?
I was 17 years old.
17 years
November 24th, 1987.
Wow.
I was 48 years old when I returned.
And what did they give you?
They gave me 43 years to life.
42 years.
So when the judge tell you 43 years to life at age 19, what goes a lot to think about.
Yeah.
You're gonna have that question is how I'm gonna do this time when I'm coming home.
Yeah.
Right? If you coming home, because I've seen so many people who I was close to in there didn't even make it home. Died of natural causes, heart attacks, strokes, kidney failure, all type of things.
What is the craziest thing that you had to go through while being in the jail? Like, when it comes to survival?
Riots,
That's the same thing my uncle said.
stepping out of cell, not knowing when it's gonna jump. What I mean by jumping, it's gonna kick off. So just how you women are here, gotta have each other back, and then you gotta have each other back. And the sad thing is, it's so separated by race, by gangs, by geographical location. Oakland, Richmond, San Francisco, they had a different sets of cars, but if you're from the Bay Area, then the Bay Area stick together. And so one thing what really stuck with me, one time I was in a room, cell. I hear somebody say, no. I'm like, what happened? You got the fifth tier about high as that freeway right there. Maybe a little high, the 5th tier. Somebody jumped off the T and killed themselves. Suicide. Another guy who was a couple cells away from his white guy, he had pancreatic cancer. Just imagine seeing a guy my weight, right? In 90 days, withered away and died of pancreatic cancer. Sitting in there.
And
Healthcare is horrible.
They don't care.
So I done seen guys get stabbed, shot,
Shot?
They have the gunners and the towers. They carry mini 14s, COs. So just like out here, if they see you with a knife, they supposed to give you a warning. Sometimes it's a warning shot, but they have a big red line, a sign on the walls talking about no warning shots. This area right here, no warning shots. You gonna hear that click click, and the shot gonna go off. I done heard actually in 1995 a ride jump off and heard a bullet fly right over my head, tumbling. It could have been me. I done seen friends get stabbed. Yes.
Where were you incarcerated?
I started off in juvenile hall. From juvenile hall, I went to the county jail. From the county jail, I went to CYA. From CYA, my first prison was Tracy, then Jamestown, Solano, Vacaville, then Old Folsom is where I transferred from. I might know your uncle. Yes.
Oh, all my uncles, actually.
Yes.
Anything else you want to share with us?
I want to share this here and to everyone out here that you can be anyone you want to be. You don't have to be nothing what anyone say you have to be, right? So whatever challenge and obstacles that you may have in life, take on those challenges. All obstacles are meant to go around. You don't have to hit it head on. Go around them obstacles. Find a way to go over it. Chip at it. And no success is what you make it.
Okay, speaking of success, you've been out, 3 years, almost 4? It's going on 4 years.
September be 4 years, yes.
September be 4 years. What have you accomplished within those 4 years?
Within those accomplished. What have I accomplished? I have 2 businesses, 2 nonprofits. One is Motivated to Help Others, one is a 100 Years Enterprise. Motivated to Help Others began when I was incarcerated. I wrote a plan down. We had what was called a Relay for Life Cancer Walk. When an institution that the people come together for those families may have died of cancer or survived from cancer. So they established a Relay for Life Walk. The first name we had teams. I'm from Richmond. My team was called Richmond or Rich Roller. So a year later, I said, hold on, I'm growing. Let me get away from that. So I told a lot of my home base, this is I'm about to start right here. Based on the things that my grandmother, she was very giving and caring in the community. Everybody knew her. She passed in 2009. So I changed the name, our name, to Motivated to Help Others. People start gravitating towards the name. They're like, man, Motivated to Help Others. It picked up based on giving. We done took so much from the society. And then when I came home, through my good brothers, Patrick and Dante, we all did, collectively, we did 100 years together of incarceration, right? We created 100 Years Enterprise. That's another business. So those 2 accomplishments. Now, we go to construction. I graduated as an apprentice, became a journeyman, no longer in construction, but I do pay my union dues, right? And so I created the first community forum in Richmond, bringing the neighborhoods and community together. I did it in December 10th, 2021. Right, and we just had another one, look at that. And we just had another community forum last Friday with the mayor, chief of staff, and bringing different people of the community. Roz son, Miss Juanita was there, Marlon was there, and bringing different constructions there, workforce, and let them know, hey, we got jobs out here. And I have a mentoring program. I mentor the youth, right? I do outreach for those returning citizens. We do consultations. I do a lot. You know, and so I got the 2 websites, Motivated to Help Others, well as 100years.biz, well as 2 YouTube channels under the same name.
I'm going to tag both of you.
Tag both of them and share with everybody.
Thank you. Say your name again.
Lejon, Reese. Look me up, Motivated to Help Others. I am the director of Motivated to Help Others and one of 3 founders of 100years.biz, a 100 Years Enterprise. But the website is 100years.biz, B-I-Z.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you.